I thought, well, yeah, maybe some of you don't want to hear my God, but I forgot to put the volume on. Oh my God, it is so cold. It is so cold. It's the wind. It's the wind chill factor is absolutely biting. Let me just show you. There we go. The two wind turbines is cleared off. It is so cold. I can't feel my hand. Thing is, if I put my gloves on, I'm not going to be able to operate the phone. So I'm probably going to have frostbite in this hand because I can't put my glove on because I can't touch the screen. Right, pain. But yeah, so crack of the day is I'm actually at work, but I don't start till this afternoon. I'm on what they call the unplanned late shift, which means I don't start UK time until 1:15 in the afternoon, and then I don't finish until 21:15 hours at night, and I have no idea where I'm going. So basically, when a patient rings in and they say, oh, my dressing's dropped off, my catheter's come out, it's bypassing, some other emergency, Muggins here will have to go and sort them out. Wherever they are in our county, I have to go. So I don't like it because, one, you don't know what you're going to get. Two, it's dark, obviously this time of year, and have you ever tried to find somebody's house in the dark when you need to find a house number? And half the people haven't got house numbers. They haven't got them on the door. So you're like trying to find someone's address and you just can't. You can't find it. And you've got traffic behind you because you're like curb crawling. You're going really steady because you're trying to drive and read the house numbers. Oh, Melvin, I think it feels like that here. Honestly, it's so cold. Look, I can't feel my hands. So you're having to crawl along like a snail, try and read all the house names and numbers as you're moving to find the right address. And because you've not been before, it's a bit stressful because you're like, well, I don't know where I'm going. And then sometimes the sat-nav don't work. Hey, big dog, thanks for watching. Yeah, you don't know where the chuffing hell you're going. So, and then obviously, sometimes we can go in places where a lady on her own doesn't really need to be going into. And yeah, it's pretty scary. So I don't really like this shift. If you've only just joined, I'm just saying I'm at work. I don't start yet, but I'm at work till gone 9 tonight, lone working in the community as a nurse. What time is yours? Nearly 11:30, Nick. Nearly 11:30, so, oh my God, big dog. This hand is freezing. I live in Lincolnshire in the United Kingdom, a nice part of the world, a very flat part of the world. They call it the breadbasket because most of the wheat and whatnot is grown here. So, my job, I'm a community nurse. So I go to people's houses and I look after them basically if they can't get out and about. So if you can't get to your doctors because you're frail, you can't drive, you've got no family, we come out to you. It's like a district nurse. We come out to you and we do all sorts. San Francisco. I've been to America, Nick, but never been that side of the world. I've been to Florida. Where else have I been? Well, as Melvin knows, I've got family in Canada as well, and I used to have some in America. But yeah, I've not been to that side. What's the weather like? I've got that song in my head now about San Francisco. San Francisco. I can't remember the rest of the words. What's the weather like? I bet it's better than my weather. I'll just show you. Spin it around. There we go. Trent's high. Fairly high, innit? They're the wind turbines. But we have got more behind us. A lot more. That's where we've just come from. So, it's cold. Oh, okay, I don't feel so bad then. I don't feel so bad if it's cold. Your neck of the woods. It's bloody cold here. Oh, are you having that weather bomb or something, what they were going on about? It's some kind of cold snap, aren't they? They said it was interrupting Donald Trump being sworn in. I don't know. It's always bloody cold in England. It's either cold or wet. So it's a wonder we ain't got web feet, innit? Do you know what I mean? So, oh my God. Like I say, I better catch them up. Because he'll be complaining I'm lagging behind. Oh, and I'm at work tomorrow as well. Finally get a day off on Monday. Finally. But you know what it's like when you get a day off? All you're doing is jobs, innit? We're nearly out of food. You open the fridge and there's like condiments, your butter, I'm nearly out of milk. And yeah, I think there's a couple of yogurts. That's all there is. Oh, I know. I'm not going to go any more into that, Nick. Don't you worry. Because my opinion is to do what they like anyhow. So we're not going to go into that, mate. Don't worry. Definitely not. No. So what you all up to then? Have you got day off? Are you working later than like me? Are you going in later, or are you chilling out? What else are you up to? Drop me some comments. And like Nick, tell me where you're watching from, because it's fascinating, isn't it? You're 7? Wow. Flipping heck. I don't think I can remember being 7. Bless you. What else are you up to then? Spending time with your family, hey? Spending time with your family. Off to see family. Yeah, time's precious, isn't it? You don't realise how quick time flies. I mean, look at this year, eh? Look at this year. We're soon at the end of the month. It don't seem 5 minutes ago since we had Christmas tree up. So, and they say it's a sign of getting old, doesn't it? What are you going to do? Pour another cup? Oh, friends. Nice. I don't have any friends, so... No, don't get the violin out. But I don't really. I know a lot of people. As you can tell, I'm a very sociable person. But I don't really hang out with them. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You can be my friend. Oh, thanks, Mel. Like I say, people think it's weird. They're like, oh, you do what you do. You must have thousands of friends. You must go out, and I don't. I'm quite boring. Oh, thank you, Nick. Thank you, I appreciate that. I think it's because of my job. My job is so intense. And with me chatting and helping and listening and trying to be holistic when I go and see people. Oh, bless you. My city, you won't want to see my city. It's a sugar hole. That stands for something else. You don't want to see mine. So yeah, because I think I have given up so much on a daily basis for my patients. Oh, bless you, Nick. Bless your cotton socks. Well, don't let it stop you, mate. Don't let it stop you. Whatever you want to do, Nick, reach for the stars, mate. Reach for the stars, all right? Don't let it define you. Obviously, I look after lots of people who are housebound, bedbound, have carers, can't even turn over in bed. So, yeah. You know, I come across every walk of life going. So, I do appreciate what you're saying, and thank you. No, I'm engaged. I'm engaged to this cretin. Hold on. Hold on, you're going to wrap me around with the lead. I've got to touch the wall. Hold on. There we go. Sorry. Thing is, you don't like being on camera. You don't like me being on camera. I don't know why. I'm not doing anything, am I? Oh, thank you. Thank you, dearest. Yeah, I've been with him 26 years. Met him when I was 19. That's given me age away, hasn't it? 26 years. It's a long time, isn't it? But yeah, I like one of them old couples bickering. You know everything about each other, don't you? Oh, thank you, my dear. Thank you. I don't think we're not bothered about getting married. What we said was, it's took us 26 years to get engaged. So it'll probably be another 26 years before. But there's no, you know, we live together and everything. What's the difference nowadays? No difference, is it? How am I? Oh, I think I'm knackered, to be fair. I think I'm knackered. I just feel like I'm a hamster on a treadwheel, whatever you call it, because I'm always at work. I'm always at work, and I don't have much time for myself. And I will share with you, I managed to get booked into the physiotherapist because it won't be so bad on this walk, but if I do the long walk where you've seen us go for a breakfast, I'm in agony. So we'll see what they do. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't feel it. I feel old, to be fair. And I'm not growing old gracefully. No, I'm not. I'm fighting bugger. I'm not getting old. No, I'm not. My mum's like, she's like 68. She says, oh, I'm getting old gracefully. But I'm not. I'm going to be the opposite. So I'm going to be a rebel. I'm going to fight it. The other day I went to the hairdresser's and she must have moved my hair in a certain way, and she went, oh my God. And I went, what? And she says, I found 5 grey hairs. I was like, oh my God, don't tell me that. Flipping heck. I was like, mortified. I was like, no. People who are naturally auburn don't get grey hairs. What the hell? But luckily, you know, I'm not like a badger, am I? Some people, bless them, they really go white really young. And I feel for them. It must cost them a bloody fortune. Oh, I'm trying. If you watch me going to the gym and whatnot, I am definitely trying to be the best version I can. I'm not actually where I want to be, but I will keep trying. Because in my mind, I'm different in my mind to what I am on the exterior. So, you know, I'll keep pushing on, I'll keep trying. Because like I say, we've only had these personal training sessions for the last, well, since October. But the cheeky mare went skiing last week, so obviously I couldn't have any. But this is why I've been doing these daily dog walks. Trying to hit 10,000 steps to say I'm moving. Because I haven't really got the equipment at home, what we've been using. So the weights and everything, can't really use them. Hold on. What are you doing? That coat is getting too big now. Look at that bum. Look at that bum of yours. Hey, what are you doing? You little crazy dog. Yeah, that's on the agenda as well. Mr. Bluebeam needs an operation on his bum. I think I've told you before. He had an operation in September because he's got these polyps what have decided to come out his rectum, and he had it chopped off. He had it cut out. And then literally 7 days later, oh, thank you, dearest. 7 days later, the polyp appeared again, hanging out his rectum. And I'm like, what the hell? So I sent an email with pictures to the vets and went, I'm sure it's come back. And he says, oh, well, it can do. I says, well, it's not. We've spent like 500 quid having this procedure done on Mr. Bluebeam, and it's come back in under 7 days. Surely that's not right. And he says, oh, well, these things can happen. I'm like, well, I was absolutely beside myself. When Blue had to go for his surgery, I had to take a day off work. I literally just crying. Here he is. Because I had got it into my head that Mr. Bluebeam wasn't going to survive. Oh, thank you so much. That Mr. Bluebeam wasn't going to survive the surgery. And you guys knowing how sensitive I am, I just couldn't. It just makes me feel welling up just thinking about it. I actually thought I was going to die, and yeah, and I just couldn't deal with it. And when they rung me up, when the vet rang to say you come out of surgery, and I was just like, I had the phone in my hand, and I was just waiting for the words to say, I'm sorry, but he's died. That's all I thought they were going to say to me. And do you know when you like hold your breath and you're waiting for the bad news? And he said, oh, he's fine. I was like, pardon? And he was like, oh, he's fine. And I went, what, really? He's all right? And he said, yeah, he did really well. He's fine. And I was like, oh, chuffing now. And it was just such a weight off my shoulders, because I just thought he was going to die. Because, you know, because I've got short noses and they're not great with anaesthetic, and I think me being a healthcare professional, obviously humans, not dogs, but I think it's worse because you kind of know more, and it just... your brain just goes. It just goes, and you just think the worst. You know, you overanalyze things. You think things too deeply. It's crazy. I know, but I always do. Oh no, Melvin just told everybody he took me in the bathroom. Well, Melvin, in my job, I look at everything, front and back, on all ages, okay? And some of my patients are probably 3 figures in age. So you can imagine, there ain't much I ain't seen, and there ain't much what's, you know, puts me off. I think when I first started as a nurse, I was like, oh yeah, okay, all right, yeah, all right. I was so embarrassed. It's like, I remember when I was a student on the day surgery ward, and they said, right, you need to take like this massive cotton wool bud. Oh, see you again, take care, thanks for subscribing. This massive cotton wool bud, and you need to wipe it in the patient's groin. No worries. I had to wipe it in the patient's groin. But the other thing was, because they was having surgery, we had to give them these netted, like, stocking pant things. So they'll completely see-through. And I'm like, oh no. And it was on a man. And there's me, cotton bud in hand, trying not to obviously look like, this blood like going, all right, I think we're there. Trying to take a sample. It was hilarious. But inside I was dying. I think they don't care, do they? When you go for an operation, you just like leave your dignity at the door. It doesn't matter. You just want the surgery to be done, don't you? So, yeah, it was embarrassing for me and it was embarrassing for them. But, yeah, I've seen it all now, Melvin. There's nothing I haven't seen. So, I'm muted. How did that work? Hold on. Am I back? Can you hear me? Testing. I haven't pressed anything. Hopefully you can hear me again. Drop me a comment if you still can't hear me. Because I haven't touched out. I promise. I haven't. And if I touch this volume button on the side of my phone, I know I'm probably going to end up taking a screenshot of myself and scare the shits out of me. So, are we alright, Melvin? Give us a thumbs up. Can you hear me? Are we still live? Oh, God. Maybe it's your phone. I ain't pressed anything. So, yeah, just finishing off this walk with me and Mr. Bluebean. And then go home. We're having a debate on what we're having for lunch. I cooked a chicken in the air fryer because I told you I bought one. And we didn't actually get food poisoning. It bloody worked. I was like, wow. Put some like peri peri sauce on it, but you couldn't taste it. You couldn't taste the peri peri sauce. It's basically frazzled on the skin. It looked very pretty, but the actual taste of the sauce was non-existent. So I think it was all in the skin of the chicken. So, but it was nice. But we've got some left, so I think we're going to have some wraps with chicken, a little bit of salad. I mean, we've only got scrapings of salad. And a little Kit Kat, I think. Honestly, if you open my fridge, moths will come out. It's got that dire. But because obviously I'm at work, the last thing I want to do is go around a bloody supermarket. Because it's, I hate it when you're against the clock and you're clock watching. There's nothing worse, is there? When you're like going, oh, I've got 10 minutes. Oh, I've got another 5. Can't be doing with it, so. But yeah, you got anything else planned, you guys, for the rest of today? Anything exciting? No? Okay then. Well, I'm going to disappear because last time I did a live this long, they chopped the last 5 minutes off. So if they do that, the video will be in 2 bits because that's not down to me. So thank you to everyone who's been liking and subscribing to the channel. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Much love, and we'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now.